Here's my list of the top 5 middles to watch at the VNL this summer. And as per usual, I'm going to give a little disclaimer. This is my list. It's based on not stats and numbers, but more like vibes and feels. So if you don't like it, feel free to make your own list or just let me know in the comments who you would add to the list, if anyone. And my credentials are that I was a middle blocker many moons ago. So let's get into it. Starting off strong is USA's Chiaka Ogbogu. Welcome back to one of the most decorated middle blockers in the history of American volleyball. We didn't see her last summer, but you're going to know the name if you've watched any of my videos so far because Zara Gunesh named her as the best middle to watch in the world. So that's quite the compliment coming from the queen of the net herself. Chiaka was a 4-time All-American at Texas, which honestly doesn't always translate to a long professional career, but she's now dominated in Italy, in Poland, in Turkey, and most recently, she got her 3rd Champions League gold medal for Vakif. But it's rumored that she's going to be joining Fenerbahce next season, which would make the Turkish trifecta of clubs that she would have played for: Vakif, Fener, and Eczacıbaşı. So I really hope we get to see her on the roster for week 3 in Japan when USA are facing off against Turkey and all of her former and future teammates, basically.
Good serve. Great block for the USA.
Number 4 is Germany's Camilla Weitzel. This is somebody else who's going to have a little extra pressure when her team faces Turkey because Camilla Weitzel is rumored to be leaving Scandicci in Italy and going to play in Eczacıbaşı in Turkey for the first time next season and joining her head coach Júlia Kudiess, who was her coach in Chieri and is still her coach for Germany. Eczacıbaşı are going to be stacked. They have Antropova as well, remember? And the two of them were a big part of why Scandicci took the Club World Champs this year. Weitzel is the team captain of Germany, and as good as she is in the block, her serve is what sets her apart. She was the 2nd best server at the VNL last summer and a top server in Italy as well this season. Germany could be a dark horse of the competition this summer, so watch out for Camilla Weitzel at the net. At number 3 is Canada's Natalie Thokbuom. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. This one might seem a little left field again, but again, my list, my rules. I saw Thokbuom for the first time last season, I think, and I remember thinking she was just so explosive, hitting at such a high point, and just really quick. I mean, as soon as the ball is set, she has already put it on the ground. She's not really a household name yet, but Canada have brought back some big guns this summer: Kira Van Rijk, Alexa Gray, Brie King, so I think Thokbuom will really thrive as that quick attack part of a multiple attack offense. And Canada are going for it this summer. They have an opportunity for LA because USA is hosting and the VNL is going to be a big testing ground for them. Stop right there before we go any further. If you like this kind of content, let the algorithm know. You can give it a thumbs up, you can subscribe, you'll be the first to know about any kind of giveaways that we're doing this summer. And I'm going to be on site with the VNL every single week doing commentary. So if you follow Volleyverse on Instagram or on TikTok or on both, you're going to see some fun behind the scenes content. You might even get some exclusive chats with some of the players. Fingers crossed, if we're lucky. And the Volleyverse Hub is open for business. You can vote on your favorite players, on some match outcomes, MVPs, etc. So, now you know. Back to the video. Coming in at number 2, Serbia's Hena Kurtagic. This is a player that I have been talking about forever, it feels like. Not only because I call all of her matches with Milano this season, but also because she popped onto the scene after being a top blocker in France at the VNL a couple of summers ago and now in Italy as well. Every single league that she is a part of, she ends up making a splash. She's already an Olympian at only 21 years old, and even though Serbia are in this rebuilding phase, she is the future of this team. She's going into her 3rd season with Milano, so keep an eye on her when Serbia play Italy in week 2, because if she gets a few blocks on Iganu, ooh, you know that's going to be extra sweet. And finally, my number one middle to watch this summer is Brazil's Júlia Kudiess. She is the next big thing in Brazilian blocking. Last year, she was a top blocker of the World Champs and the VNL, tying the all-time leading blocks record set by her Brazilian teammate Carol just a few years earlier. Júlia is tall, she's imposing, but she has this speed and reaction time that is unparalleled in her position. So, still so young, just 23 years old, leaving Brazil to play in Italy for the first time next season in Novara. I am so excited about that because it means we can watch her on VBTV, and I might even get to call some of her matches next year. So that is a big win for me. All right, that's my list of middles to watch at the VNL this summer. Let me know who you would add to this list if it were your list. And until then, see you at the VNL. All right. I don't know how to start it. Okay. Joining her head coach, Julia. Come on, voice. Weitzel's the team captain of Germany. And just what? Quiet? Just quick. Oh, quick. But again, should I say it again? Yeah, a few years earlier. Still so hot. Okay, bye.